So in this one, what we're going to be doing is discussing ways to organize projects, and we're going to talk about two very important tools you'd use to organize projects and when to use them and when not to use them. So the tools are Jira and Trello, as you can see on the slides already, and we're going to tell you about why Trello wins for solo projects. So the problem most people have is that you want to start a solo project, right? You're motivated, you have a big vision, you really want to build something awesome. And then what happens is you open Jira. So have you ever used Jira? Pause the video right now, log on to Jira and look at your project. See how complex and overwhelming it can be sometimes. And so what you end up doing is you're doing more project management than the actual project. And that sucks because you have to organize all these tickets and stuff like that and assign story points, and it's just a mess sometimes. Sometimes you just want to get straight into what you need to be doing. So Jira is great for organizing enterprise machines, right? Like maybe if you're working with several teams or different departments and things like that, and you need to coordinate people together. But say I still want to do a project, but I need a way to organize it. Well, you could actually just do it on pen and paper. But the next simplest thing, and I like it because it's electronic and you can automate stuff and do all these cool things, is Trello, which is just a simple execution board. It's just a simple board where you can drag around cards and you can go from doing to done or whatever, you know? Okay, so what is Jira? Jira is built for teams, multiple devs, long timelines. It has beautiful timeline features, complex workflows. You know, you can ask people questions about cards and tasks and stuff like that. You know, and heavy reporting built in and all that good stuff. It is overkill for solo builders, right? You really don't want to spend, you want to spend a bit of time project managing, but you don't want to spend too much time project managing. You just really want to build stuff, right? Okay, so what is Trello built for? Trello is built for fast tracking visual progress, right? You can very easily visualize things and see how things are moving across from board to board. It's lightweight. So the thing I notice with Jira is that when I want to make a task, I have to click into it, I have to write some stuff, and then I have to submit it and save it. And you've got that circle that's loading before it actually registers. Trello, it's just kind of instant. It's reactive. It's really nice. And it's zero stress setup. It's just make a board. Cool. So yeah, and all the complexities associated with Jira. It's like epic stories, tasks, subtasks, sprints, backlogs, blah, blah, blah. This is great for if you're working in teams, but probably don't do it for your solo projects. And the Trello is just a board of lists and cards. Easy peasy. Just 3 things. Nothing crazy. So why Jira feels heavy, you know, because you're wanting to go into a sprint. You have to do sprint planning at the start of the week for your project, and it's like, oh, what ticket should I do? And like, if you're just a one-man team, you don't want to be spending the 2 hours Jira planning on a Monday morning. It's not what you want. Okay, and so it's good when you have multiple people and teams, and you need to question people about things and stuff like that. So, and Trello is built for speed, and it's just a low mental load, no setup really at all. It's just, yeah, easy peasy. Okay, so yeah, Trello, just, you get straight to it. You get straight to it, and so this is a good workflow I use here. So I make three lists, and I'm going to show you in a second my workflow here. So just you make 3 lists. You make a categories, right? You make a category called backlog, which is just all the work you need to do for your project. You just list it out. Next up is sort of immediately what you're going to do, or I call this to do sometimes. And then doing, which is what you're currently doing. Limit this to like 1 or 2 things. And then done, so what you've actually done, right? So yeah, only max 3 cards in doing. Sometimes I even have 1 or 2, you know. So move 1 card to done every day. Cool. That's just a general productivity thing. It's fast and clean. Yep. Cool. Why this works. I think that is the end of the presentation. So what I want to do is there's a few more slides, but I want to get straight to the Trello board. I think this is the cool stuff. So this is a project, I'm calling it White Eyes. It's just a trading project, and I need to backtest a few things essentially. Now, so I need to fill out the backlog. So there's going to be a whole bunch of backlog stuff going in here. And what I do is I put, so to do, doing, and then done. So to do is sort of the things I'm going to either do. So you pick a time frame. So maybe a week. You chunk your programs up or your projects up into weeks, or maybe a series of 3 days or something like that. You chunk it up like that, and then you say, okay, everything I'm going to do this week. So I'm going to drag some of these here. You know, I can just drag them over here. And I'll load to-dos up with what I need to do. And then once that's loaded up, I will just focus on knocking each of those over. And then, so what I'll do is as I'm doing them, I'll transfer them to doing. And then, so I need to create the folder structure here. And then once this is done, I immediately just put it in done, right? I just put it in done, and that's it. And then essentially you just want to move everything from backlog to done, and then once you have done everything, you want to archive the thing and start a new project. Okay, cool. So I hope this was informative. I hope it helped you, and I will see you in the next video.